Captain's Log day 2-ish. Gonna work on the floor, the subfloor. Got some 2x2s, gonna liquid nail and then screw some of them through, like screw like 3 screws through the metal. Didn't want to do too much, but the wood's not perfect, so we're gonna have to do that just so it's steady, and that way we can just install the plywood sooner rather than waiting for the liquid nails to dry. So gonna work on that today. Oh, I'll show you the template that I made. Hold on. That's a template if I ever saw one. It took a little bit of time last night, but basically, yeah, it took some 8.5, or no, what is it? 8 by 11.5 sheets, just taped them along the edge. Did it twice, and then I put this big butcher block paper stuff on top, taped it all down, and then yeah, so here are the 2x2s. We're gonna put some insulation, like rectangles in there, and then put the plywood on top, and then get some vinyl eventually. Yeah, so kind of just figuring this out as we go along. Watched a lot of videos, done a lot of research, so I'll try to post some time lapse too, or record some time lapses. But I'll definitely give you guys the before and after. Okay. All right. Totally forgot to do a time lapse, but this is the back furring strip right here. I just liquid nailed it down. You can see it's poking through it there. I put 3 screws. I think I'm just gonna do 2 for the rest. So yeah, let me back up here. All right. So that is the part of the subfloor. My dad just cut the back part of the floor out. It fits great. We just got to trim that off, I believe, but it's coming together. All right, so more than a couple hours later, finished the furring strips in for the floor. I'm tired. All right, I'll show you. All right, here we go. This is the kind of final product. Insulation rectangles are gonna go in there. I think we might have to put a few more cross beam things there, because you can see there's like one sheet of plywood kind of shaped in there. My dad's finishing up the last sheet, and then I'll probably cut those few pieces there, and yeah. Fun stuff. All right, this is my dad. I have never introduced him. This is Tom. Say hello, Tom.
Hi.
All right, we just finished putting in the floor panels, or the plywood, just to get a rough feel of what it's going to be like. We still have to put the insulation in, but I'll show you that. Show that to you guys right now. All right, here it is. We got to just trim this piece and then trim up there too, but we kind of got a floor. Awesome. All right, the floor is pretty much done. Took all day to get the furring strips done, and we just added some more. I'll show you in a sec here, but pretty content with the work. It looks pretty legit, if I do say so myself. Yeah, here it is. Of course, it's not screwed down or anything, and the vinyl flooring's not on yet, but look at how clean that cut is. Whoever made that template, they it's a good template. Yeah, looks pretty clean, eh? Nice. That's a wrap for today. Tomorrow the plan is to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get some vinyl sheet flooring and the adhesive for it, and then also going to have to cut the insulation rectangles and then place those. Don't think we need any adhesive for those, but we'll see. And then I'm going to set up the solar system, like set up the panels connected with the batteries, make sure everything works on the ground before we install it, and probably call it a weekend then, after the test. So yeah, that's it. Okay, bye. All right, good morning. It's day 3, I think, 3-ish. I had a late start. I slept in. Um, yeah, it's like almost 10. We're gonna take the panels out right now, and then probably measure and stuff, see how much flooring we need, and then run to the store, grab some. I don't know if we're gonna install the vinyl today. We'll see, but then set up the solar. Here we go. Also, we just took the plywood out. I forgot to show you yesterday. These are some 2x4s. We just cut like, oh gosh, I can't remember how much we took off, but yeah, just basically glued them down to the ribs and then screwed it down. Everything looks pretty secure, but those are just where the plywood meet, like the sections meet, and then we're gonna screw those down so they're not, we don't have any lips or anything. Cool. All right, just got back from Home Depot, picked up, you see it? That little thing right there, that's the vinyl sheet flooring. I'll show you the pattern once we get it cracked open, but we're gonna have lunch in a minute, but I was gonna start cutting out the insulation rectangles, but I didn't quite get the furring strip squared, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I should have squared them off a little bit better, but so be it. Just another little challenge, a little puzzle. So yep, I'm gonna have lunch and then start working on these rectangles, and then work on the vinyl sheet. Just cut that. So, all right. Alright, so we just finished cutting out the insulation and shoving it in the furring strips. Looks pretty good. We still have a whole sheet and a half left. I think it's 1-inch insulation. We just got like the EPS, I believe. We got the EPS insulation, I believe, which is a little bit less rigid, and it's a little more flimsy than the XPS, but Home Depot and Lowe's didn't have any, so we stuck with this. Yeah, we got 1-inch insulation, so there's a tiny bit of a gap, which is good, I believe, for air flow through the insulation and through the wood, so there's no moisture or anything trapped. Yeah, that was kind of boring and monotonous, but it's done, so we're gonna put the plywood in, and I will show you guys that. I guess I can film us doing that so you can see us doing something rather than just before and afters, but yeah, here we go. Alright, just finished screwing in the subflooring. Looks pretty good. Gonna spray it off with the air compressor just to get the little particles off, the dust, sawdust, and then going to install the vinyl. Okay, I haven't filmed like any of the actual process, so since I only have one like adhesive spreader, I'm gonna have my dad film me for a little bit. Here we go. All right, just finished gluing. Tired, long weekend. It looks pretty good though. It's Looks like real wood at first glance. Okay, that's a wrap on day 3. Did not touch any electrical stuff. Solar, didn't do any of that, but that's okay. It's all about the journey. I might do that tomorrow after work, so until then, I gotta think of a fun outro. Bye.